Hey, Star Wars action figure collectors, this is Darth Phoenix 619 coming at you with another vid, and this time it is a video response to a tag. I was tagged recently by JCC2224 Adam, a wonderful guy here on YouTube. If you haven't checked out his channel, do yourselves a favor and click on the link in the description box and go check him out. And he did a video on what are your three most sentimental collectibles, and I'm doing a response. I love doing responses. That's probably why I get tagged quite often. And I'm going to show you three items. A couple of these items I've shown in my videos and talked about quite a bit, most recently in the action figure love tag that I did not too long ago. So it may sound repetitive. I'll try to maybe expand a little bit on the stories to give a little bit more detail, something new that some of you may have not heard before. And others who are recently new to my channel, well, then this is going to be totally brand new for you guys. But some quick updates. I haven't done a video in a couple of weeks. My last one was the collection vid tour. Recently started a new job, been liking it quite a bit so far. And I've been very busy with it, of course, and just busy with family events and other things that are going on. I don't really get time in the afternoons to do any vids because I'm spending time with my wife and daughter, and by the time they go to sleep, I'm dead tired and I knock out. So I've been watching vids. I'm like a month behind and still watching vids, so don't be surprised if you see a comment on a vid that some of you may have posted quite a while ago. But, yeah, I've been picking up quite a few little things. Here's some stuff that I've recently picked up. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't done so already. I've been posting pictures of recent pickups. They've all been pretty small. I've been picking up a lot of Hot Wheels, some Marvel ones. Finally got all the Guardians of the Galaxy ones. So there's Groot, and been picking up some other Marvel ones, and found Kanan and Wicket this week. Need to pick up doubles though so I can open a setup. And then I also recently picked up some of the Monster Lego minifigs, which are right here, and those are just really cool. I'm digging those, and hopefully get some more later on. Picking up some comic books, Kanan. Got some 50-cent issues, some bombshell covers. All this stuff I've been posting up on my Instagram. I got a recent Lego set, the Jedi Starfighter with booster ring. I was very excited to get that. I'll probably maybe show off that in a separate vid. But just, Force Fridays this Friday. I'll be heading out midnight. Don't know if I'm taking the day off, whether the next day or not. Depends what my schedule's looking like, but hopefully I will be able to. But I am planning to go out on midnight. I think I'm hitting up Toys R Us, maybe my local Target, we'll see. But I'm planning to get some 6-inch series, all the 6-inch series except for Chewbacca, and some Lego. Not a lot of Lego, a couple of sets. Lego's always in stock, and, I just really want the Black Series 6-inch figures. That's like my main draw. That's pretty much it. I'm going to be saving a ton of money, I guess, this year, this Force Friday, because the 3 3/4 inch just is not appealing to me at all. If anyone, I might pick Kylo Ren just to keep him packaged, but that's about it. I don't know. We'll see. May change my mind. I'll probably end up getting some more Lego minifigs or Hot Wheels or some other stuff that night. But anyways, let's go ahead now and talk about these items. I don't want this video to take forever. So, like I said, I've mentioned some of these items. I'm going to start off with items that I've talked to before in my vids. So first of all, we're going to look at Mr. Boba Fett here from the VOTC. This is one of my favorite figures in my collection. He was actually the first Star Wars figure I've ever picked up in my life. As a kid, I collected TMNT, and this guy I picked up around the time, right before Revenge of the Sith, or somewhere around Attack of the Clones. I can't quite remember exactly, but it was the VOTC one, and first Star Wars figure I ever owned. Boba Fett, one of my favorite characters. And I bought this around the time that, a little bit before I got married, and, he was sitting in my room, and as soon as I got married, when we moved to our apartment, I remember displaying this guy, along with a few other figures, on my TV stand, and, it was just my little Star Wars decorations, what I had for many years, before we finally moved out of my apartment into a home, once we bought our home. But, this brings back memories, of course, to my newlywed days, and just, my wife and I by ourselves, and, just living it up. No kids yet, and really enjoying the money that we had, because we didn't have too much debt or anything like that. But, and it brings back memories of that time, and it's a phenomenal figure, still one of my favorite figures in my collection, and the longest one I've owned. So you gotta love my Boba Fett over here. Next, and this was actually a gift from my wife, and I've mentioned and talked about this set quite a few times, and that is my Slave One Lego set. And this is the first Lego set I ever purchased. And, well, not purchased, but the first Lego Star Wars set I ever owned. I don't collect any other thing in regards to Lego besides a few, things like DC and Guardians. But when I first got this, I didn't have any Lego. I mean, I had a couple sets growing up when I was a kid, but this was my intro to collecting. Once I got this, I collected Lego for about a year before I started getting into action figures, and of course, you guys know I still love Lego and collect many Lego sets. But this is the one that started off for me. This is the set, it has a lot of sentimental value because it was one given to me by my wife on my birthday, and the fact that it really just started the whole, collecting thing for me. And I haven't turned back, and I love this set. It's a great representation of the Slave One. They came out with an Ultimate Collector Series one, which is a bit bigger, but this is for me the definitive version. I mean, it comes with a Boba Fett minifigure. There's a cargo hold in there. There's it's Han Solo and Carbonite. So there's a Bosk minifigure as well, but that's sitting on the shelf. Just a cool little set, and I really, really still enjoy this set. And then I was kind of thinking what my third item can be, and I was going back and forth, and I finally decided that I'm kind of going to be cheating on my third item, and that is my my clones. I love clones. I have quite a collection of clones. I pretty much have every clone with a handful that I've always wanted to get in my collection now. And when I first started collecting action figures, I started off with clones. I actually kept them in package. This was way before, well, not way before, this was before I started doing YouTube videos and whatnot. I started getting really involved in the community. I bought clones. It's just, I loved Lego. I loved the little clone minifigures. So I was like, let me get some action figures of the clones. And I started buying them. I was eBaying it up quite a bit at that time. I spent a lot of money on clones. And I kept them in their package. And I actually had a good 60 or 70 clones in package before I finally decided to rip them open and collect other, characters from the Star Wars universe, and of course the rest is history. But these clones, I mean, they hold the sentimental value not only because they're my, favorite part of one of my favorite parts of my collection, but I started collecting these just like a month or two after my daughter was born. So every time I look at my clones, I think about that time when my daughter was recently born, and of course, she means the world to me, and I don't know why I started collecting action figures a little bit after she was born, but, I mean, as a parent, I was really busy, and I guess there was times where I was just wanting to relax, and just looking at my figures, I was able to kind of, de-stress, because being a parent, it's rewarding, but, if you're a parent, there's a lot of challenges, especially when they're first born, and, but they just hold that sentimental value, because I, one, think of my daughter, and I think about how my whole 3 3/4 inch collecting started, and it was with clones, and it was it was clones from both the movies and clones from the Clone Wars, and I love clones, still love clones. Any clone comes out, I'm getting it. All right, you guys, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna tag some videos, and I know that some people have done some responses, and since I'm behind, I'm not quite sure who's been tagged already, but I'm gonna tag the Force of the Jesse, because I tag him all the time. I'm going to tag, let's see, Jedi Boy Anderson, great guy. I would love to hear what some toys are in your collection that hold some sentimental value. And I'm going to tag MG Villain Manny if you haven't been tagged already. So, and feel free. I mean, if you want to do a vid response to this, if not, leave some comments in the comment section below. All right, you guys. So that's pretty much it. I hope to come at you guys soon with a review. But my next video will probably be my Force Friday experience. All right. So until then, you guys, may the Force be with you.